We should say we spoke with her after she just met with fellow employees for a counseling session.
Got it.
We want to turn now to the investigation. Local authorities here in Buffalo said they are investigating threats made to other businesses and have made at least one arrest. Well, we should say that's not related to him, though. Late this afternoon, the FBI director, Christopher Wray, called the shooting at the Tops supermarket racially motivated violent extremism. This comes as we're learning more about the suspect's detailed planning and his extensive online radicalization. Here's CBS's Jeff Pegues.
Another thing, just off the record, and the mayor would not confirm this for me.
Since I gotta watch this, sorry.
Okay. Last year, FBI Director Christopher Wray called
in a key battleground Senate race reveals he suffered a stroke, and he wasn't the only lawmaker who disclosed that this weekend. But first, to look at, okay, let's try and do it.
You want to wait for the plane? Is that okay?
We can wait for the plane. Okay.
We have a second. Yeah.
Randy, do you have any ND in?
Still at 3. All right.
I went to 2 and knocked this down.
Finally tonight, remembering the helpers and hometown. You know, a car was driving by. Let me do it one more time. Finally tonight, remembering the helpers and hometown heroes, a retired police officer, a local driver, a beloved grandma, an auntie, all among those who died here in Buffalo.
It's just ants, like opening up a Lego box and putting a Lego together. And then when he wants to play, he's like, all right, let's do the car you fill up the tank and last year all day.
2000.
How could this happen in America?
It shouldn't happen in America.
Thank you.
We said it in a press conference, but I thought what we had, but we didn't.
Thank you, Commissioner.
So just twice?
No, and then he was here the night before.
Oh, you confirmed that he was here the night before your saying
Well,
Friday.
we did that, but he was here in
March.
early March.
Yep.
Back in early March.
Yeah. Okay.
And did you confirm the over 500-page document that they're looking at?
No, I didn't ask about it. I forgot about that one.
Okay. That's where he revealed that he'd been here in March.
We found out through other ways.
Got a speeding ticket?
But I didn't.
Okay.
No, that speeding ticket was downstate.
Okay.
We found out other ways.
Okay. Okay. Any other details you want to?
That's as far as I'll go with that.
Okay, thank you. But thank you.
We did say that, Nora, in our story, as far back as March. We said that in our piece. We said that in our piece.
That what?
As far back as March.
Yeah. I knew. Yeah.
Can you do me a favor?
No, so
Can you ask?
the third time is Friday. The third time is Friday night.
Correct. No, so 2 times before and then the shooting.
Yes.
Yeah, that's okay. So not multiple times before, that would be incorrect. It would be 2 times.
Multiple is fine.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
All right. Just debating where multiple. Can you, can we, I want to try and characterize the, I'm seeing your second, there's a little
Thank you.
counseling session they were in before
Got it. Can I also read the B block? Because I don't have. And still ahead on tonight's CBS Evening News, severe weather targets the East Coast with thunderstorms, strong winds, and possible tornadoes. And a hostile takeover of Spirit Airlines takes off. Who's trying to buy the discount carrier? And then, can I just read through the B block, Brian? Do you mind? 'Cause tonight, more than 52 million Americans from New England. Can I just read through this? Yeah. New England are bracing for severe storms, including tornadoes. High winds toppled trees in northern Virginia this afternoon. This evening, severe thunderstorm watches are in effect, with wind gusts up to 65 miles per hour, threatening to bring down power lines. JetBlue launched a corporate air war today, a hostile takeover of Spirit Airlines. JetBlue offered Spirit shareholders $30 a share and urged them to vote against a proposed merger with Frontier Airlines at shareholders' meeting next month. The move comes after Spirit rejected a larger offer from JetBlue. Whichever airlines acquire Spirit, a merger could produce. We're teasing that? Okay, the C block. Let me see the C block. Sweden has made the historic decision to seek NATO for membership, joining Finland. Neutrality. I'm so confused. What is this, Patrick? Into the C block?
Oh, so yeah, we moved sometime.
Okay, got it. Sweden has made the historic decision. Okay, decision to seek NATO membership, joining Finland and first one in the country's long-standing neutrality in the face of Russia's invasion. It comes as the fighting rages on in eastern Ukraine. Russian artillery shelled a steel plant in Mariupol, where the Ukrainians have been trapped for weeks. Late today, a convoy of buses evacuated the wounded after agreement was reached on a ceasefire. McDonald's golden arches are coming down in Russia as the company announced today it's leaving the country after 32 years. McDonald's called its decision to sell more than 800 Russian fast food restaurants a difficult choice, weighing the employment of some 60,000 ordinary citizens against the humanitarian crisis caused by the war in Ukraine. Okay, we'll be right back. I think we can tease instead of saying we'll be right back. Could we rewrite that? And when we come back, more on the prayers for peace. Okay? Okay. Okay, I'm going to hop up for just a... Allie? No, I'm here. Altero, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, so I'll vote between you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm trying to listen to him.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you wanted to unplug it.
No, I'm listening to Altero. That's okay. It's okay. Thank you.
She might still be wrapping up.
There's been a
Can you go to the headlines and just read what I have about the people who honor the
Tonight, we're here in Buffalo, New York, in front of the Tops supermarket, where 10 people were killed.
Police now believe this was just one part of the plan, and investigators now say the suspect visited this store as early as March. Tonight, ABC News obtaining video showing the final moments of the attack here at the Tops Market. The alleged gun.
180-page racist rant where warning signs missed, and the 10 victims were learning much more about them tonight. Also tonight, the FBI opening another hate crime investigation.
They plan to attack this supermarket and then continue shooting right down Jefferson Avenue right here behind me, possibly targeting other stores and a deli. That he had spent time in this community, time planning this months ago. Tonight,
You don't have.
I don't know what you do with that kind of a person. It's absolutely pure evil.
CBS's Jerika Duncan is here to start us off. Good evening, Jerika. I know you've been here all weekend.
Was looking to do damage in other places. The sheer number of people alone, 10, is enough. But to know that more people could have died is unfathomable.
I kept hearing them closer and closer.
Tops cashier Kashanti Atkinson says she was at work when the shooter opened.
I need the flag here, Nora.
I think I have an old A14. Okay, I got it. I see it here.
Have it? See the update?
Yeah.
We don't need to see me anymore.
Okay.
We can see programming.
Oh, programming.
Yeah. Which we don't have yet, so.
Okay, so you want
Yeah, I'm
the
back,
prompter
Rob.
up?
Yeah, I'm back. What's that? I'm sorry, which?
Prompter up then? What do you want up?
Prompter's fine. Yeah, Emily, I can hear it. Whatever is fine. When we go to the show, I'd like to actually see the show. Okay. Oh yeah, can you guys send me those questions, please? Okay, thank you. Hey, Abdul. Can you hear me? Oh, that should help a little bit. Yeah, okay, great. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just wait for Stephanie to finish her live shot and then I'll go.
15 seconds.
She's gonna be on in 15 seconds.
which is what we need to feel safe when we're at work.
Morning.
I pray she had no pain.
Yeah, 32. Okay, so that, and now, yep, there we go. Perfect. All right. What's that? Oh, that's at 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's at 6:40, so.
Okay. Okay, are we going to do Stephanie now, or are we? Byron Brown. The first election, the city election was considered a sign of progress. Here we are today. People hunted down the community at your style. You've spoken about the gun. You've spoken about the gun. You've spoken about the gun violence that is, quote, plaguing our community. We know that the suspect had undergone a mental health evaluation just last June because he expressed a desire to carry out murder to suicide. Presumably, shouldn't have been able to buy a semi-automatic rifle had the New York red flag law been applied. Hey, Abdul, can you hear me? Can you guys, okay, Abdul, so let's go through the page 2, okay, and let's just time it out, okay? All right, you ready? Tell me when you're ready for me to go. Okay, okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Lindsay Davis. Thanks so much for streaming with us. We begin tonight here in Buffalo, just the latest American city where hate-provoked mass shooting has unraveled any semblance of safety in this tight-knit community. Shoppers entered the Tops supermarket behind me on what would have otherwise been an ordinary Sunday. Instead, they were singled out, targeted victims of an attack driven by what authorities say was a racially motivated hate crime. 10 people who will never return home. The lives lost include a heroic security guard, a breast cancer survivor.
Jeff Begays with all those new details. Thank you. Let's turn now to another mass shooting here in America. Over the Chinese congregation at a California church. Police say 68-year-old David Xu of Las Vegas is a Chinese immigrant who was motivated.
It's an African American community. Our community is very diverse here, and we all.
An agreement aimed at easing the nationwide baby formula shortage. It spelled out the steps needed to reopen an Abbott plan. Formula production.
Able to tolerate different formulas, that babies are being offered one formula 1 week and another formula.
We can't do anything for another 10 minutes. No. See what happens. You want to lower this as well? No, keep. Oh, you might be able to block the whole thing. probably too much. If it's too much for you, it's gonna be too much for Chef. Here's what we'll do.
That is right.
We'll go. Is that making?
He's also used to it, and I'm not. So.
Well, if you can.
Oh, that's better. That's definitely better. Bus in Texas tonight after they revealed that inmate is a member of the Mexican mafia. Amber Heard back on the stand as she faces a defamation case against ex.
It has been burning for 5 weeks, a huge wildfire the authorities now say is the largest in New Mexico's history, as well as the biggest current fire in the country.
We have not raised prices since the recall. Absolutely not.
I'm a mother of 3 kids. I know you're.
Go! I said first and foremost twice, but whatever.
Tieperman, Tieperman.
Okay. And do you live in Centerville or Jewett, or where's home for you?
Out, and Kate's going to say enjoying this now is Lester Holt, And Reese is suggesting something like, you know, Kate might say something like, we both covered these kind of tragedies. This one different than in the past.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Mine doesn't do this.
Okay, I'll just wing it. Whenever you guys are ready to do this, I'm ready for the top and tail.
Trying to get them up to speed. Said BPS, it's rolling. They say BPS, it's rolling.
In his rant online, the suspect said that he often went to social media sites to get information and look at conspiracy theories there. That's where, sorry, I already messed up in his rant. Yeah, okay, one more time. Can I just go? Because you don't have to count me. All right. This is the lead-in. Oh, I'm sorry. What are we doing right now? I thought we were doing tops and tails. Aren't we doing tops and tails for the network to my piece? To which piece? I thought it was to the nightly piece. Okay, yes, but is this the lead-in to that we wrote for tops?
Flooring sales explains how he became impromptu pilot when the real pilot passed out at the controls.
I reached over his body because he's at this point unresponsive. He's kind of put my arm over to where my elbow is sitting here, and I grabbed the controls of the airplane and slowly started to pull back on the stick and turn.
How did you know how to do that?
Just common sense, I guess, being on airplanes.
Any sudden yank, Harrison says, would cause the plane to stall. The pilot suffering what we later learned was a heart-related aneurysm. And the 39-year-old Harrison knew their collective fate lay in his hands as he reflected on his wife and the daughter they're expecting.
Did you think about your little girl?
I did. Oh, yeah. It's one of the first things that went through my mind. As I was climbing to the front and that plane was in a dive, I was just looking, going, I can't die today. Brittany's pregnant, I got a baby on the way, today's not my day.
In a story layered with obstacle after obstacle, Harrison's heart and faith found the flight path to survival. Sam Brock, NBC News.
Glad we were hearing his story. When we come back, some final thoughts from here in Buffalo after this latest mass shooting in America. overwhelming feelings of sadness and frustration. Okay.
Dogs help us live longer. Return the favor.
Type 2 diabetes zone. Ozempic isn't for people with type 1 diabetes.
Finally, from yet another American city scarred by racially motivated violence we have come to know all too well. Scarred by racially motivated violence we have come to know all too well. Overwhelming feelings of sadness and frustration. Almost. Okay. Okay.
Must prevail. There's one story we've heard that is chilling. 72-year-old A local bishop had some poignant words here. He said, "We pray for guidance, pray for peace, pray for unity, but most of all, God. We pray
Tonight, a special edition of World News Tonight. Chilling new details about the deadly mass shooting here at this grocery store in Buffalo. Authorities now believe this was just one part of the plan. And investigators now say the suspect visited this store as early as March. Tonight, ABC News obtaining video showing the final moments of the attack here at the top. For the attack, saying he spoke with the suspect.
I'm Lindsay Davis. Thank you so much for streaming with us. We begin tonight here in Buffalo. Just the latest.